Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. Xxiou from Xxiou Games YouTube channel here once again. Today, I am going to let you in on some big No Man's Sky secrets that you may or may not know about. And these should help explain to maybe some of the newer players, or maybe if you've been away for a while and you're confused by some things and how some people are able to do certain things in the game that maybe you don't know how to do. I'm going to show you some of these secrets. So let's get into it. Now, I'm sure at this point, some of you have seen these really big flying pets. Now, the thing with these is, these are not, you don't need a mod to have these or anything like that, but these are not officially in the game. Some very smart people, shout out Miyogi, and I know some other people are doing it, have found a way to basically take like the graphics from some of the animals that fly way up in the sky that you normally can't tame, and they found a way to bring them into the game so we can have them to fly around on, like you're seeing right now. And this guy is incredible. So they lay eggs. You can modify their colors, some of them. It depends on which one. But if you've been seeing these crazy pets and stuff, I just want to make that clear that these are not officially in the game. So don't spend your time going to try and tame something that's flying way up in the air, because you can't. You can only tame the animals that land on the ground. And those big flying ones up in the air don't land on the ground. So these you have to get from another player. And the way they are brought into the universe is by, like I said, by some very bright people who modified them outside the game and brought them back in. So yeah, you can get an egg from another player, and most of them do lay eggs just like any other pet would. And so you can make more of them. Okay, next up, we're taking a look at the No Man's Sky save editor. Now, this is something you can only use on PC, although I think I heard that there's like a PlayStation version. But basically, what could be done with this is, look, I can choose a game slot. So here's all my different saves. Let's load this one up. So now if you see, we go through here. Here's my exosuit with all my stuff, my multi-tools, my different multi-tools I have, different ships and their setups. Okay, so you got your squadron in here. Again, you could see, you could change all this stuff up. Look, I could change the ship type if I want. Pilot rank, I could change. There's my freighter. But basically, guys, with this, you can give yourself anything you want. And this is also a way you could, say, unlock all the storage on a living ship, and put new things in a living ship. Discoveries, you can see all your discoveries. Now, here's all my known building parts. Now, if I go add product, I can go through here and I can add any of these to my game. So everything is in here. Upgrade modules, building parts, sometimes building parts that aren't even in the game yet. So for example, like that flamethrower I have on my gun, I put that onto my multi-tool using the save editor since it's not in the game anymore. So you can basically give yourself anything with this save editor here, and you can also see items that sometimes haven't been put into the game yet, and you can actually give them to yourself and play around with them. So it's a pretty powerful tool. There's a lot more to it than that. But just wanted to give you guys an idea of how some people do things, with their like living ships and unlocking all the storage and putting different tech in there and stuff like that. So the save editor, there's a little secret for you. Okay, another secret is some players use mods. Now, you might not know that you could mod No Man's Sky, but yes, on PC there are many mods you can get that do all kinds of different stuff. I mean, look at all this. Adds procedural colors for multi-tool glowing parts. Quicksilver reward multiplier. See, so it's broken down by like cheats, gameplay things, tweaks and fixes is actually, that's what I use the most, because there's some stuff in here that can really make your game perform better and make it look a little nicer, especially on live streams and stuff. But there is a mod for everything. I mean, fast refiners. There's some mods in here that change up the whole game and change the way like planets generate and stuff like that. Got to be a little careful when using mods. You could break your game if you're not careful. So I'd always suggest you do a backup of your save before messing around with mods of any kind. But this is another thing that is, you know, kind of secret that not all players might know about, and they might see certain things in the game and be like, well, how can you do that and I can't? And it's because I'm running a mod that allows me to do it. So that's another secret, little No Man's Sky secret of some things that some players do. And here's another one some people may not know. How do content creators and people on Twitter and stuff like that find out about No Man's Sky updates as quick as they do and get videos out so quick? Well, one way is this website here, the steamdb.info. And if you come here, you'll see No Man's Sky, and this is Steam. So this shows us the last time they pushed a public update. It was 19 days ago. And here you can also see the experimental branch and the internal branch. So when we see the internal branch get an update, we don't know what they did, but we do know that they did something. Now, it's not going to be public in the game yet because it didn't get pushed to public, but that's a good sign that they're working on something. Now, when it gets pushed to experimental, that's when players like myself can test it out. If you play on Steam, you can opt into the experimental branch and check out what they've put in here. So really, by looking at these two things, you can get an idea of when the update's going to come out. Also, for No Man's Sky news and getting in on things early, follow Sean Murray on Twitter. You know, 'cause he does tweet out, you know, little hints and stuff when updates are coming out. So that's another way people find out when updates are coming out, and what they might be is, you know, by this experimental branch. And so yeah, that's one way we were able to test things out before they actually become public. So I will link this below in case you want to keep the site. It also shows you some other interesting stuff. Like there's 15,000 people in game right now. Who would have known? How about that? All right, guys, and that's going to do it for that one. Hopefully you learned something. I'm sure some of you already knew about this stuff, but I'm sure some of you probably didn't know about this stuff. If you have any other No Man's Sky secrets you'd like to share, definitely post a comment below. And guys, I would really appreciate it if you'd like, share, subscribe. It all helps the channel out. You've been really supportive lately. I really appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So if you haven't subbed yet, sub, join the Discord. A lot of fun, community nights, that sort of thing. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.